What is up, folks? Welcome to another vlog. Today is an extra special day as we're doing a SYNTHO in-person working session with my two key employees who do the most hours. I've got Mia, who's full-time for almost a year now, who helps all the creatives, picking up bits and pieces, and basically someone that's holding it all up when I am unavailable to do certain things. And we've got Tom, who you'll all be familiar with, who came on a few months ago as a tutor and is now going to be taking on more responsibility in the project, ensuring that the learning experience is the best it can be. So I've also got another meeting in approximately 1 minute, so I'm going to log on to that now. And this is with someone else who will be helping out with SYNTHO in a different way. I'm going to share more with that over the coming months, as it's a bit of a power play behind the scenes. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting week because I'm really testing the waters in whether I want to be working in person or remote, as when this business grows the way it is growing each week, we need to eventually decide, do I want it to be hybrid, or I like just living, quite freely so I can work when I want. But my vision is to have this real creative hub. People love going to work, a podcast studio, a learning space. We create content there, we work there, all sorts. So I'll keep you updated as we go this week. This will be a few day vlog. Let's see where this week takes us. So vlog, Tom has done an unforgivable act. He's brought me chocolate in, and then he's brought himself oranges in, and he's sat eating the orange, and I've done in the whole chocolate bar, which should be illegal. Mia's not had a chocolate bar yet.
The whole thing is gone?
The whole thing is not gone. Fuck's sake, that's like at least 300 calories, at least. At least, how do I zoom out of this? So we're currently preparing some Instagram assets for local Q&A, and then we're going to move on to our next thing. I think the Q&A looks a bit messy at the top, and that has been a black box, maybe smaller. I mean, that goes a bit smaller. So guys, the first morning of our in-person workshop, could call it that. First afternoon, very productive, just finding our feet actually, of talking to real people and not through a screen. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff down, and we are now looking at the potential very first SYNTHO office space where I'm working. Bonded Warehouse is owned by a company called Enterprise, and basically Manchester's turning this little district into a business hub with a lot of tech startups and things like that. And they've asked me to check out these, which I'm going to turn around and show you. They are basically containers stacked upon each other. And if anyone is familiar with Box Park in Shoreditch, it's very similar to that. So the containers are all kind of on their own with 2 panes of glass per, well, the doors and mirrors, I'm not too sure what they'll be defined as. But for each container, yeah, you've got 2 doors, and some of them are double, but they are after exciting, creative businesses. So I'm hoping with a strong pitch, I may be able to bargain myself a good deal. And it very much would contribute to my vision of having a proper creative hub, as I would like to have the studio here, or maybe just a small makeshift studio where we can make content, podcasts, YouTube stuff. Not necessarily like the full-blown studio, as that would take up a lot of space, and acoustically I'm not sure what it'd sound like, but it's a starting point of something very exciting. And Tom, you're pretty impressed as well?
Gonna knock out all of the walls on the top floor, party on top, every Saturday.
Yeah, and
it looks good view.
Yeah, and also Soho House, which is in London, I believe. They're opening one behind this wall, and if you get one on the top floor, you'll be able to basically look out on Soho House. So this would be fucking cool. And if you look inside here, all these buildings are basically just brand new, fresh, cool shit, and this is the place to be. And I believe this strip's can have retail, food, and be the hotspot of Manchester, really. So to get in here early on would be a complete game changer. Obviously, The problem would be cash flow, as you're going to be looking at a significant amount to get a cool one. Ideally, I'd want a double one, but we'll see. So if you look down there, booking.com, I've taken an office here. But yeah, we're doing good shit. I'm not sure how much I can really share with you, as there's always sharks with eyes on what I'm doing, as there are people that are copying some of the things SYNTHO do. So I don't really want to give away too much of our master plan, but you know, if they're copying you, you're doing something right. Yes folks, just finished dinner, we went to 20 Stories. It was lovely, didn't get much footage to be honest, but now I'm getting fucking soaked. And this is the reality of working in Manchester and having to commute. Fuck, today's been fucking good. Oh my god, but this isn't fun. So, just as we thought the day was done, I was sat on a train, someone gets on, like, oh, does this one stop at Crewe? I'm like, yeah, it does. I'm going to Wilmslow, it stops at Crewe. Some girl shouts, no, this is going to Chester. I was like, are you sure? Anyway, a few other people start making a bit of noise, get off the train to realise I was on the first train when they've got like 2 trains on the platforms. The one in front was the one that was leaving first. So, get on that. Get off the first train, realise I missed the second one. Go on my phone, it says Wilmslow, platform 9, so get on this next one, which is an Avanti fast one. Thinking nothing of it, go on my laptop, I did a bit of work, so I had 20 minutes to wait. Starts leaving at 1:15. I'm like, wait a sec. This isn't meant to leave at 1:15, it's meant to be half past. Realise it's the wrong train, look up at the top and it says calling at Rugby and Milton Keynes. I was like, fuck. I thought the first stop was Rugby. Anyway, after a short panic attack after Googling that Rugby is 2 hours away on the train, I then saw it come back up saying first calling out Stockport. So now I'm at Stockport, and the last thing I need is a stoppage at Stockport, but it is what it is. So yeah, we're on the way home. 7:30 is late for me. So YouTube, it's now 2 days later. I didn't record any content yesterday because I am the worst at vlogging. I'm still getting over the fact that I look like an idiot walking around with a gimbal, and also the fact that it's hard to actually do work and film it at the same time. So currently, you may see behind, we've got more of the team in. There is now 5 of us. It's a bit of a hybrid organisational chart, which is working pretty well. So it's very much new to me, but as we look to increase our output across all platforms whilst growing the business, whilst also allowing me to do other things, it's been essential to grow. So yeah, we've got lots of stuff done. I'm feeling very positive. Today's the last day of us being together. I'm also pretty tired of talking, and here is Tom. Tom, general consensus of the 3 days?
It's big. I mean, everything focused on, one, this being the best platform for users. What you're getting out of this is just, with everything coming with the app, the social abilities, it's just exciting. It's an exciting project, and yeah, so much value for everyone, so we've smashed it, I think.
Yeah, so at the core of it all, it comes back to making sure it's the best educational platform available anywhere, and also trying to compete with the bigger boys such as the colleges and universities. So really refining how we're going to teach, how we're going to connect people as well. So a lot of it can be marketing this, marketing that, but it all comes back to the fundamentals of delivering the best product possible, and that is the goal with SYNTHO. So yeah, marketing aside, strategy aside, we always come back and ask ourselves the question, does it improve the education experience? Does it connect people? And the answer is yes, we're doing it. So let's continue on our day. It was a lunch of choice. Shock, I didn't film again. Forgot to film the food. We ate at the Ivy last night. I think I've got a little clip which will come up now. Obviously I forgot to do everything else yesterday, but that was insane. It was half the price of the meal at 20 Stories, and it was probably doubly as good. So Ivy Asia, I highly recommend it. We just shared plates the whole time. Enjoyed the food in sync, which I've never actually done properly before, when you literally share every single dish and eat at the same speed. It added a nice bit of intimacy to the meal, and no alcoholic beverages were had, so we're going strong on the old teetotal. I didn't drink either in Paris last week, no cigarettes, nothing. So your boy is on a roll, and we'll see how far we can get. And this is spinning fields where we're doing a lot of work, building new cool shit. In general, it's the place to be, and SYNTHO headquarters will be the talk of the town when it's open. So now we're going to go back to the office. Everyone's finishing today and going back home, so we need to wrap up any loose ends, make sure everyone is clear on this next sprint in the SYNTHO journey as we go hell for leather, taking this brand to the top and making sure everyone who wants to improve their music making skills knows where to go and knows where the people to help them. Nicki Minaj, real. It's better get more than 20 views. Good work, Alex. So folks, the end of this vlog. We had a productive 3 days. It's now Thursday evening. It is 25 to 6. It was a lot of fun. Really reminded me of why I really fell in love with Manchester towards the end of last year when I started working there. It also reminded me why I have built the team I have, because they are all great people, and I think we're going to do a madness together. This is a history you're watching, because this is the start of something super special, and it's the first time I've worked in person for the 3 days. And yeah, now it's back to the grind on our own for probably a few more weeks. Tomorrow I'm doing some podcasts, which will be Friday I think it's the 12th tomorrow. Let's have a look. Friday the 12th, so back on the podcast tomorrow. I'm trying to get a podcast out a week, YouTube out every week, 2 SYNTHO YouTubes out a week, which is kind of promoting the SYNTHO app, whilst also maintaining 2 videos inside SYNTHO Hub a week, which is obviously from tutors and other people, whilst also doing 2 Instagram posts a day, and lots more stuff. So, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you've enjoyed it, please let me know. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the team, how we're working, things like that, please let me know about that as well, because it'd be cool to try and share some more of the journey. If you've not found it interesting, also please let me know. But hopefully you did. And if you did find it interesting, I'll keep sharing more like this. Enjoy your evening, morning, day, wherever you are. Bye-bye.